Hello and welcome back. Playing more Final Fantasy XIV. I've done a little bit of stuff off camera. I got some new spells. I did the quest for Bard to unlock some of the spells. I just don't know where to put them in my bar right now. I unlocked Imperial Arrow. I unlocked Iron Jaws. And I do have the quest to unlock the Warden's Paeon. And I still need to get Sidewinder. I just haven't hit 60 yet to get that. But yeah, I've got quite a few of the things unlocked. I just don't know where to put them, to be honest. Yeah. So I think I want to put Iron Jaws over this. I'm going to put Imperial Arrow over that. And then... yeah, for some reason it automatically added it to a different bar. But I think I want to put my... I've been thinking about doing this for a little bit. I'm going to put my AoE damage over these, so that and Rain of Death over that. I'm not sure why Battle Voice is on here. What is this? I'm not sure what to do with that, if I need Battle Voice or not. I've been using Army's Paeon, Foe's Requiem, Mage's Ballad. Those are pretty much the three that I use as far as fighting. Let's see, Army Paeon. I laid down and took a nap before I started. I'm still tired. I haven't been sleeping enough or long enough or good enough for the last few days, and I figured I just needed some sleep. Alright, anyway, we're going to try this configuration for now. We'll mess with it again, I'm sure, at some point. I already picked up the other quest, right? Yeah. So we got Saint Song. We have Search and Rescue, which is a quest, and Missing Tooth, which is the other quest. So these are the three quests that I have left to do other than the main story, which is, I believe this here is the main story. So we're going to work on all these. I'm going to try to queue to do... I already did my random dungeon for 50. That's what you saw there. I did that when I got off work. So I need to do this. Did I do this? I already did that. Never mind. So I need to do extremes on these three to get them off my quest log. So I'm going to queue for those while I am doing these other quests. And let's just start at the top. It doesn't really matter. I'm not far away from 59 as well. I'm like, what was that, like 900,000? Something like that. I have to look again when I get teleported. Yeah, right at about 900,000 off is what I am. Yeah, we did some Bard questing, got caught up. I still need to do the same for Scholar and Summoner. I might do some of those later on today, depending how things go. I don't have high hopes for actually getting a party for the extremes. I haven't hit one yet, and I've probably queued for a couple hours. I did get some new gear too. I forgot to show that off. It's nothing super special. DOTs on the other one. If I can use these sculpture wheel. Got him. I'll do that while I'm flying this way. So I got my gear level up to 116. I still have some pretty crappy stuff. The ring is the main thing. The two rings I really need to upgrade, and my weapon. I can buy a level 52 weapon from a vendor, which I might wind up doing. I just didn't see the upgrade wasn't very significant as far as level. I was hoping to get like a 54, 56, 58 since I'm high enough to, you know, get them and wear them, use them. But I haven't found a quest that give them to me yet. And I am going to be doing some more Mechanist playing today. Where did it go? Where's that at? Oh, okay. We're just supposed to search for a person. Looks like. Kind of a big area. Be looking for a single person, but. I guess they might be on the boat. Maybe. See here in a second. I don't see anybody. They're waiting outside. I don't see it. gotta go back. Determination, critical hit, or direct hit. Yeah, that's not really what I was looking to do. That one only has a level 50, huh? Yada yada yada. Come on. Yada yada. Here? No. How can I pass it? I'm trying to look at my friends list to see where, if any of my people I usually in my chats are on, but he isn't. Come on. Come on. refresh, but I mistimed it and dropped it. Also, if anybody watches this on the replay, starting next week, I'm going to go back to my 6 p.m. start time. Go from 6 to 9 through the weekday. I think I need to do that. I like to go. I gotta get up at 6 a.m. every morning, and I can't keep going to bed at like 11:30 midnight and only get about six and a half hours of sleep. I really need more, so I'm gonna start going to bed a little earlier than I usually do. Go from there. Does it have to be a cutscene for multiple people just to finish a damn quest? Okay. None of these I really want. Is the bad thing. I guess I'll take determination. I don't know. Go. And so the next quest that's just a quest is this one here. So let's go there. Kind of nice. I almost have my third job to 60. Oh, that's no. That's not the guy. That's this guy. What do you want? I'm not gonna do that quest. Need to really. I have been doing all the side quests just in case you need to do them later on, anything like that, but I'm not going to keep picking them all up. Maybe when I get another job close to like 56, I'll grab them and do them real quick, but actually I kind of need it, damn it, I kind of need to keep doing quests in this area because I don't have the flight here yet. I'll probably have to pick them up. I have to do the quest to get the ether whatevers. And somehow I haven't, I guess, unlocked where to get some of them. I haven't been able to find them here like I have in the other areas I've been to. Do I have here? I only have 4 of 14. I don't know what I'm going to be fighting here, so I guess we'll find out. wasn't too bad. Alright. Now what? Go back. Go back where? Over there. Okay. So yeah, I get 3 more quests over here. I don't think I need to do them right now, though. I think I will go ahead and pick them up, though. Just so I have them. I've been leveling my jobs fairly quickly to 60. My goal was just to get them to 50 and kind of leave them, but that hasn't been how things have been working. I've been getting them to 60. I've got Red Mage Paladin, both to 60 plus, and then this one is almost 59, so it's not going to be hard to finish it. Like I said, I do need the currents here, so sometimes quests give you currents as reward, and you have to do so much in a chain to get one, kind of thing. Or maybe you don't, maybe you just have to do certain quests to get them, and they're not even part of a chain. I don't really know, I haven't paid super close attention. I just know that I've got some from quests, and I try to make sure I do all the quests. I might try to do some of the... I'm considering leveling Scholar up to 60, so I have a healer up. Okay. So we got all those. So we're gonna leave these C's alone. Let's go do this one. I'd like to get my other song. Come on. For God's sake. Where's that at? Straight west. So far, my primal party, the only thing that's signed up is DPS. Go up. Up, damn it. Up. What the hell? Why is it doing that? Chasing this douchebag all around all these different places just to talk to him once. Where do you go now? These quests are excessively stupid. This is what, the 5th or 6th time I've talked to this guy? Yeah, and he's still not done. I guess I gotta keep chasing him around everywhere. That was a pretty tough fight. Usually one target I can kill pretty easily, but two of them are kind of tough on Bard. Oh, great. 3 of them. Do another one. Why not? Let's do one more. Is it gonna be 4 this time? No, 2 these times. How's everybody doing? If everybody's just tuning in, I'm doing Bard level 58 quest. And fighting through all the crap for that. I kind of wish I was a couple levels higher, because this is not easy. But so far I've beat all of them. This should be the last one, since Sanson's right there. Or maybe it's a capped one. I can fly here, I think, right? What's this quest up here? Obviously didn't even find this place. Where's this thing? Here. Whenever I, let's see here. What's this at? Teleport back. Get some quests here. What are these? Okay. Get some fish. I don't want to talk to you. There we go. And that gives us Warden's Payon, so that's good. Another song, or spell, or whatever you want to call it. And I can't talk to him again until 60. I think I need to go up top for this one. Collect all these. Whenever I get something up, leveled up, I want to do these quests on, I'll do them. Free experience for whatever job's going to do them. Alright, so let's do the main story now. So we need to go to Last Vigil. So I didn't have anybody watching last night. The last thing I did last night was finish. What was it? We just did the dungeon for the vault, and we chased the Pope or whatever that guy's supposed to be out. He left with his knights, and someone died. That was part of the story. So, that's where we are now.
Don't. Please. A knight lives to serve, to protect, to sacrifice. There is no greater calling. Leave me to mourn and give chase. For my son, and for the nation he loved. Go!
His sacrifice shall not be forgotten.
My son.
Less than 300,000 away from 59. So we need to go to Forgotten Night. I really like that Forgotten Night. Hit there. Checking my Discord. It was showing that it had things on it. I didn't know if it was messages to me or what.
My friends, I am in your debt.
Think nothing of it. The wounds are healing well, I trust.
Some wounds do not heal. The founding. The scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man. Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this knowledge. But yes, you have the right of it. The architects of Ishgard, King Thordan and his Knights 12, entrapped and butchered the great worm, Ratatosker, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits. Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage. I dare say you know what followed.
The great worm slew the king and half of his knights.
Aye, but Nidhogg was subdued, and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained. Their one mistake was to show mercy. For from his brother Hreysvelger did Nidhogg receive a new eye, thus rejuvenating his form and empowering him to embark upon an eternal quest for vengeance.
Whilst Thorden's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, his honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us. I ask you, my son, will you answer for my sins? Will your son and his son answer for me as well?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in the course of his all-too-fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account? Must every subsequent generation be judged as well? Thorin's betrayal of Ratatoskr was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin. Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment? Nay, say I. I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe. Dragons are not like us, my son. To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice. This fact alone should serve as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. For men like you, who yearn to commit themselves to a nobler cause, a more compelling narrative is required.
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people. You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country. And what would you say to them? What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught? Over the course of 1,000 years, countless men have donned these robes, and every one of them came to accept the necessity of this solution. Once, I hoped you might come to accept it as well. Do not despair, my son. Soon I shall free us from the sins of antiquity, and bring about the change you so fervently desire. If he has spoken with others, I would have their names. Escort him to a cell and question him thoroughly.
Your Eminence.
You saw something, did you not? A vision of the past?
So this is the power of the Echo. Would that it had shown you a finer moment from my past. 'Twas an exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction, and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to recall it.
A friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs. Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank, self-serving delusion. Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
I have given some thought to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heavensward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
Aye, the manner in which Sir Zephyrin struck down Lord Horchefant was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
The spectacle called to mind King Thordan and his Knights 12 as they are depicted in scripture, holy powers and all.
Mere fabrications, which have become objects of faith, instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls. 7 hells!
If Lady Iceheart can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
Are the Heavensward truly so reckless?
Unbelievable.
As they fled, my father spoke of Aziz La. Though I know not what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful. We must find the Heavensward and stop my father before it is too late.
Not be skipped. Steel. Hit 59. Okay. Into the blue. Into the blue. We need to go back to astrology.
the northern reaches of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remained uncharted. In search of a mysterious land known as Azizlar, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets. Oblivious to the new threat which followed in their wake, they came.
This is still considered part of that or not. Guess we'll see in a second. So, yeah, it's still part of Sea of Clouds. It didn't unlock any of the other two. So, okay. So we're part of this. Looks like I need to go up north. We're still very far away from unlocking flying here. I think, how many was that? 6? Is that 6? 3, 5. 5 of them. I only got 5 of 14, so I still need 8 more. I kind of figured I would have to come back to this place because I wasn't finding the ethers, and there's another one. Start picking them up where I can find them. What level are things here? 57. Definitely does not look like I'm going to get that extreme done. There's a new town down here, so that's good. Take that. See if we can find any more currents while we're down this way. Over here. See any more currents over there. Not really sure where else to be going. Where does it tell me to go? What's the name of the one that I'm on? Familiar faces. I gotta go all the way back. I didn't even see that. At least we are starting to get some ethers here. I get 3 more from quests and 6 more from just doing regular things. not select this thing. What the hell? Stupid emotes. That is the dumbest shit they could have put in this game as emotes. / lookout. Where most of the time you just click on a thing and you look out. There's another one I gotta do the same damn thing. Ain't gonna happen. I'm just gonna drop it. I thought it was going to be a voice one, so.
Protect me!
We got left. I guess there's gonna be more guys coming. I gotta save these guys. I didn't realize these guys are over here. Come with me. guess that's how I get my quest from those dudes. Probably this quest up here now, most likely. Oh, I gotta talk to you too. Probably got a meeting in the town. Yeah, on the side of it. Alright. Alright, we're going. Ah. Damn fates. Go away. Go away. Why am I watching this? I don't do readers. Okay. Another reader. Skipping. I wonder if I can get a bow here. There is a... salesman here somewhere. Right next to me, it looks like. Where is he? Where the hell is he? Do you have a new bow for me? Oh, 56? There we go. It's better than what I got. We'll take it. Thanks, bro. Looking to 126. Crazy looking bow. Cool looking though. Alright. Gotta go to somebody and bow to them, because emotes are awesome. Wish they would have put more of them in the game. They're not a complete waste of time at all. Oh, I can't, it doesn't automatically kick me off my motorcycle. That's cool. Okay. To Arfanad again. There's 2 blue quests here. This might be like the beast quest or whatever. So like this one gives it ether or current. There was 2 people, yeah, these people. Kill some crap down here. Let's do bugs. I gotta get better at my dot rotation, or figuring out when force falls off so I can use my ability to refresh them. Okay, there's 2. Wait for my health to come up a little bit. That is so annoying. As long as I'm fighting and killing the damn thing, it should not reset. If I'm not dealing damage to it, then sure, reset. I'm clearly trying to run away from it. But when I'm shooting it in the face, let's not reset. Two more of those. to get longer timed ones, because resetting my dots are really annoying. Okay, one more. One right there. Oh, there's two. I'm slowly getting the hang of playing Bard, now that I'm starting to unlock more things and fight solo. So I'm going to do this for about another 10 minutes, then I'm going to switch over to Palace of the Dead. Do some more Corsair leveling. Looks like I got to kill these birds, probably. Is that right? Yeah. Alright. Wonder how hard these things are. Bad at all. They're actually easier than the last thing I fought. These things are pretty easy. Either they don't hit hard or they're not hitting me. Anything that has a time takes time to build up their attack is usually not terrible for me to fight. There's a current too. Good. Get 2 birds, 1 stone. I'm gonna probably get that thing out of my way anyway. we gotta do to him? Let's see. Damn it. Really? Insert a phrase containing wake up from. I did. Sweet, got another current. He wants to give me some more of that prism crap. Get over there. Good. Go back to where you came from, you piece of crap. Go away. So. Hunt the white whale. Sure, why not? Limitless blue heart is now unlocked. Cool. Is that a dungeon? I wonder what that is. That is a dungeon. Cool. Okay. I'm cool with that. I think there's one more quest up here. I'm gonna do it, or try to do it, before I head back. See if I find any more currents while I'm up here. Let's see any right off the bat. Oh, I'm just collecting something. Okay, that's not bad. And I can just teleport back to turn these in. I'm almost a third of the way to my next level, which is pretty good. Get this one to 60. I still gotta do Summoner and Scholar quests. That's gonna be a pain. Let's see, where's this last one at? This way. Maybe behind this pillar. Maybe I need to go up higher. Next level. Yeah, that's something I'm gonna work on this weekend. Do Scholar and Bards, or Scholar and Summoners quest up to 50. So I have all their spells unlocked. Okay, go back here. It looks like I checked in 3 quests. Then I'll go do some other stuff. Go do some Palace of the Dead. Try to level my Corsair, or not my Corsair, I don't know why I say Corsair. My Machinist up, since it's uses the same one as another current. Do the quest. Prism, another quest, which will give me some dyes. Make some dyes, I guess. Not exactly the thing I want the most, but it's whatever. Alright, so let's go to Mill. Let's work on our Machinist. I still gotta figure out how to play that damn job, but I don't feel like I'm doing awful at it. I'm just not doing great at it. Much 30 to 50 gear for these guys for ranged attackers. Reset. Enter one slot. Okay. Hopefully get close to 40 off of this. Off of the ones I'm doing, not this one specifically. just realized we only have 3 people in here. Who's party leader? Not me. Oh crap. Wow, he got hit from really far away too. There we go. Got a fourth now. We got another range attacker. Ow. I was just thinking, please don't blow up and kill me. Seems like this is a landmine run. I gotta start remembering to use my reload before I go up to the next floor. Like, use it so my cooldown is already starting. Damage is pretty decent though. 700 or so per kill, or per hit. Absolutely no reason to fight all these things. we go. Thought I put it back on, but didn't see it on my gun. I need to put the 3 on the bottom, I think. What floor are we on? 57? Yeah, 57. Definitely getting much better at playing it. Good 35. At least 35. Yep, almost 36. Good. Try to do another about 3 to 4 of these before end of the stream. Hopefully. Gradually restores own TP. Okay, let's put that, assign that to probably this. Quick reload. Reload gives me 3. So I want this one on the bottom, and then I want quick reload on the... Let's see how that goes. I got used to it being on B. I need to get used to it being on A now. by himself. 57. Got 2 levels out of that one. I might be able to get to 40 tonight. 3 more would get me there. Why is this so annoying? Blown up. Got blown up. I gotta wait for my resume. Since there's nobody here, I'm gonna listen to some stuff and have a good time. Oh, somebody's resume.
All right, welcome back to the Riz Show. Our buddy, Mr. Ninja Bling himself, is here. John Royce.
Hey there. Hey there.
I hope you're having fun, John.
I'm having a great time.
We're about to have more good
It's
times.
that's at my expense, which has really never been good.
Whenever you're here, you are part of this radio program.
That's
you are
what-
a member of this show.
That's what scares me.
You're always a member of this show.
That's what scares me.
Yeah, members of this show get shot in the tushy when they air
that's right.
and get show members' initials tattooed on.
Yeah.
So you ready
I mean,
for
if you want
that?
to go that far.
I don't know. I like it, but maybe not that much. Okay.
We every week we have a football picking challenge.
Yeah.
Whoever comes in last place has to be shot with an airsoft gun.
Yeah.
And Jeff had to take 4 shots today.
I heard that. Yeah.
You want to see?
Say no, John.
Where
say
I
no.
stand?
I think
John, say no.
I think the visual is more than enough in my mind.
It looks like
you know?
Orion's belt.
There's some things you just can't close your eyes on, you know?
And unsee. If you
That's
pull
right.
this pants down.
Exactly right.
All right, let's give away some stuff. All right, so John's going to help us with today's giveaway. And the game is the Whisper Game.
Oh, boy.
All right, so we're going to put Patrico
Okay.
in audio isolation. You ready to go on this?
Sure.
Okay.
Damn, how many of these?
So Jeff will give John the phrase that pays. Okay, Patrico will have to guess what John is saying without obviously hearing it, but reading his lips.
3 words. 3-word phrase.
3-word phrases. You guys on the phone, 1 right. If you guess right, you'll win your choice of prizes. Tickets for our next Blues Student Night, Blues and Kings, December 1st over at Scottrade. Tickets for the sold-out Hollywood Undead Show, December 1st at Del Mar Hall. We also have tickets for our Ho-Ho Show featuring Portugal the Man and Vance Joy, December 13th over at the Peabody. And once again, thanks to
You were more
Lord
than
Schreich
welcome. Glad to do it.
for helping
Glad
to
to do it.
sponsor the Ho-Ho shows. So you'll have to guess whether Patrico will get the phrase right. 314-969-DUDE, 314-969-3833, and you will have 3 guesses. Well, Patrico will have 3 guesses to figure out what John is saying. You guys understand the rules?
I think so.
All right. Let's go to Perry in St. Louis. What's up, Perry?
How you doing, sir?
Hey, Perry. All right, let's put Patrico in isolation. Good to go? All right. What's the phrase that pays?
We've been talking a lot of jewelry. Makes
Yeah.
sense, right? So, one of the things that's very important in jewelry is fit and polish. Finish and polish. Finish and polish.
Perry, will you get
Finish
that right?
and polish.
Absolutely.
He says he'll get it.
Okay.
Ready?
All right.
Finish and polish. Look at John.
Finish and polish.
What? Fiji bottles. What?
Finish and polish.
I think he just cursed at me. He just said a bad word.
Dude,
Take a
one more
guess.
time.
Come on.
Finish and polish.
I got fleet, ass, and bottle.
No,
I know none of those work.
Sorry, Perry. It's finish and polish.
Not even close. I think this music is too loud in my head.
Let's try
Well, we
it
know
again.
Patrico's not going to be a jeweler. We've established that, right?
Let's try this again. Paul in Herculaneum. Paul.
Happy birthday, Riz.
Thank you, Paul. All right, you're in isolation. The phrase that pays.
Another thing that's important, and I got this from your website, is the size of the ring, correct?
Correct.
So, one of the questions that's asked a lot is, does it fit? Does it fit? Got it?
Got it.
What do you think, Paul?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
All right.
Does it fit?
Dust is free.
Nope.
Does it fit?
Dustin Freeze. I got that.
Should I just cuss at him right now? Be
No,
done with
don't
it?
cuss.
Okay.
One more.
Does it fit?
Just in case.
Oh, no. Sorry, Paul.
What?
Does it fit?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
All right, William. Hello, William. All right, let's see if you can guess right. The phrase that pays.
All right, got a hockey game tonight,
He's
right?
obviously doing terrible, William. I would guess no. But
How about dump and chase?
Dump and shade? Oh,
Hockey term.
he might be thinking about jewelry still, so I'm going to say no.
no, I think that's
Pretty
wise.
smart, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Good.
Dump and chase.
I thought he said dumb and ishy, but I know that's not it.
Dump and chase.
I got dumb and cheap. Damn it. Come on,
Close.
go again.
Dump and chase.
I got dumb and cheap again.
Hey, well, that means, William, you win. Hey!
What was it?
Dump and chase. Dump and chase. All right, William, what do you want?
I'm going to have a great time at the Blues game.
You will. Blues and Kings, Friday night, December 1st, over at Scott Trade. It is a Blues student night. College and high school students can save on tickets to select Blues home games throughout the entire 2017-2018 season. Get all the details, 105.7 The Point.
He's gonna have a great time.
All right, William, hang on. Let's do it again. Cam in St. Louis. Hello, Cam.
Hi.
Hi. All right, here we go. The phrase that pays.
All right, John has picked this one out. Moritz Reusch Jewelry.
All right. Is he going to get it right?
No way.
Nope. I think not, too. All right, look at John.
I guess you don't need to read that.
I think I know that one. Moritz Reusch Jewelry.
Moritz Reusch Jewelry.
Sorry, Cam. You got it right. All right. That was a gimme. Robert in Troy. Robert.
Yeah.
All right, Robert, here we go.
That's kind of cheating because I knew at some point that was going to come back. I was waiting for
Cam
it.
got wrong.
I was waiting
Go
for
back
it.
in isolation. All right, phrase that pays.
How about this one? Hey, you up?
Okay.
Oh, that'll be good.
What do you think, Robert?
Yeah, I'll get it.
All right. So it's, hey, you up?
You up?
Okay, here we go.
Hey, you up?
I think he got it. Did he just text me and say, hey, you up?
All right, Robert, what do you want?
The Kings.
All right, Blues Kings are going December 1st.
Oh.
Hang on 1 second. All right, let's do two more. Dallas and Bon Terre. What's up, Dallas?
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, here we go. The phrase that pays.
How about trim the bushes?
No.
All right, she's saying
You
no.
don't. Oh, okay.
I stopped that.
You
Here we go.
Yeah. Trim the bushes.
I mean, that was filthy. That you can't say on the radio.
What? Oh,
I thought he said swimming in
no,
something
no,
that
no. Obviously, it's not
you
that.
can't say.
Trim the bushes.
It looked even more like that this time. Nothing.
Slow down. This last time.
It's time.
Here we go. Here we go.
Trim the bushes.
What do you say.
Dude, I'm telling you, every time he says it, it sounds like it makes it seem like it's really filthy.
Yeah. Dallas, congratulations.
What was it?
Trim the bushes.
We were talking about yard work.
Yeah, of course. Dallas, what do you want?
Blues tickets.
Blues tickets. You're going. Hang on.
Have a great time.
All right, last contestant. Here we go. It's Kaleo.
Hey, what's up, Riz?
Hey! Here we go. Praised at base. Final one.
All right. It is. You picked this one out. Rack the balls.
Yeah, I think you'll get it.
You say yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Rack the balls.
Rack the balls.
What?
Take a guess.
I got nothing.
All right.
Rack the balls.
Did you just say ride the pony?
Close, close. Here we go.
Rack the balls.
I got ride the pony again.
Sorry, Kaleo. Rack the balls.
What's wrong with you people?
That's why I love John Roche.
Why would you do that to him?
NinjaBling.com is the website for all your engagement needs,
Right.
Christmas gifts.
Absolutely.
And what, I mean, Simon G collection.
Oh my gosh,
What else?
absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, call us for an appointment. We still got time to take care of things. We can design stuff. We've got a huge shipment of stuff that came in, so a lot of stuff in stock. We'll be able to take care of you guys.
And you always do.
Save you a lot of money.
And thank you for being there for us. And
Always glad to
taking
do
care
it.
of the racial listeners. Mr. John Roche, everybody,
Thank you, guys.
Take
care.
Thank
you.
The Rizzuto Show.
So 4
I've
shots.
shot you so many times.
Hey, get the wallet out of there. It's got the
Oh, you got a
thickest
wallet back there?
Look at that.
Oh, come on, man.
Hey, pull the pants up a little bit. Tighten it up. You're going a little 90s
Are you ready,
today.
Patrico?
You don't need no bag.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
You want to turn on the ass mic?
Yeah.
4, right?
Yeah, 4 shots. Bend over a little more.
You know, a little ability on
Come
your
on,
shooting to
I
help.
bring this shirt up.
Ready. Count it down.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
my God.
Ooh.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
God. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that was Death Star. She used another cheek. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, nothing. Nothing.
No.
That just hurt so bad. Oh, God. Shoot it upside down. Use it upside down.
He's suffering.
Fudge! God, dandruff!
Ooh, man. That last one looked like it went dead center.
Oh, that was with the gun upside down. My grouping was
Your
spectacular.
cluster is good. I'm tearing up. Look at this.
You do have a single tear rolling down your cheek.
Can we see it? Because I got a feeling it's like.
You really want to look?
I mean, it's
Oh my gosh! Look at. Did you see that? That's worse than mine.
Oh my God.
I only see
There's 3
Looks
right in a row.
It looks like Orion's belt.
There's a constellation on your tush.
What happened to the 4th? Did it hit the same spot?
Is that the Big Dipper?
Oh.
Wow. Well done. Give yourself a hash mark. Just think, if you lose next week, that's 5. I ain't no dummy.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Thanks, man.
I'm Riz. That's Patrico over there, and that's Jeff. And
Hi.
to my left is comedian Ben Glebe.
Yeah!
There he is.
Thank you for that round of applause. Thank you, guys.
You want another one? That's
Yeah.
A lot of people in here.
for you.
That's really sweet, you guys. I love that you have a recording of 3 people clapping. You 3 could just clap. It's very easy to do.
I try to kind of thicken it up a little bit because if I listen to us,
Aren't we all? You know what I mean? Sounds exactly the same.
And now listen to this.
See, there was yelling in there.
Yeah.
Way
No,
better.
great point. I don't hear a difference.
Way better.
Nobody hears a
Way
difference.
better. Come on, man. Nobody knows we're in the tiniest studio in the world.
This is
People
a pretty
think,
big room.
What?
This is a pretty big room. This
Stop
is bigger
lying.
than the apartment I lived in for 8 years in Hollywood until
Stop
recently
lying.
I made some money and finally don't have to live there anymore.
Yeah, so you moved out to Hollywood and you stayed in a crappy apartment, huh? How about that?
Yeah.
And you were struggling?
Yeah.
You're the
for
only
so
one.
long. For too long.
So for an apartment the size of this prison cell here,
Yeah.
how much were you paying?
It was pretty cheap. LA's pretty cheap. It was like $1,200 a month. Is that not cheap here?
That's not cheap
Are you
anywhere.
kidding? I was just talking to my friend who lives in New York, and she was like, she lives in a reasonably cheap 2-bedroom place in New York, $3,600 a month.
Oh, I believe it.
So
my mortgage is less than $1,200 a month.
Really?
For my
Yeah.
home.
How much is rent
He
here?
lives in a 10,000 square foot house.
Well, I lived okay before I
That's
moved.
for all
Before
his
I met
cars,
my wife,
though.
when I was single, living in a apartment down here, right next to the city, I had an 1,100 square foot apartment, and I paid $625 a month.
What?
Yeah.
11. My apartment that I lived in that paid $1,275 was no joke 500 square feet.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. Every time you left that apartment, it was robbed.
No door, no.
Every time
No
you
door,
walked
no
out,
lock.
it was robbed.
Constantly replacing your car. I mean, it costs a lot of money.
Am I supposed to believe these stories? You're
No,
married? You're married.
Yeah,
That's the part you can't believe. Right?
No, listen, I just find it, I'm happy
I know,
for you.
it's
I haven't known you long. I find
He's had sex, too, and he has 2 kids.
with a person?
With his
2
dad.
kids, 2 of them. I've at least had sex twice.
It's amazing,
One's
isn't it?
really blonde though,
It
so
was
for
in the
sure
same
one.
day.
The other one maybe.
Yeah, you're already doubting one of your own 2 kids' genetic origins.
You know what this guy shows? That there's hope for everybody.
It does
What
show
the hell
that.
is this? What happened here?
It really does show that. You got a great beard though, so that gets in the way.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, when I lived in New York, I lived in a shotgun apartment. So it's like one straight roof. And the building leaned against another building. So you literally could not have anything on wheels.
Sure.
If you had something on wheels, it would roll to the door. And it was like $3,000.
Wow, it's unbelievable. How do people make money? They don't pay you more to really work there.
Yeah, but you don't have to have a car. You don't
My
have to
car
pay for
costs me
that.
nothing. It's just gas. You already own the car, or I guess I'm leasing my car, but it's cheap. It's
Yeah.
more expensive to have an iPhone.
The struggle's real, my friend.
It's more expensive to have a cocaine habit. Not that I know. I'm just saying it's more expensive definitively.
But it's nice to taste a little success, isn't it?
It is nice.
So you get to move up in the world.
It's
and get a
really
bigger
nice.
place.
Yeah, I bought a house. I have a mortgage too. It's
Wow.
exciting.
Is
Having
that
to
when
pay
you
for
became
that.
an adult?
Yeah, I have a mortgage, and I have to. And when stuff breaks, I gotta fix it. It sucks. I want to go back to that apartment, to be honest with you.
Now the maintenance guy, of course, his name was Jose.
His name was Jose.
Blonde.
You're right. It was Jose.
Come on, it's L.A.
He was a blonde surfer dude named Jose. He was
Is
a
that when
great
you
guy.
realized you had some money in your pocket? Man, I made it. Man, the struggle was worth it.
No, I haven't made it. I don't believe that. I just have a little bit of money in my pocket, and barely. That's that.
Then what's your definition of making it? What do you want to do?
Well, I don't know. I have big goals. I want to host a late night talk show one day. I'd like to have a political show before that. I would like to have more specials. I'd like to have a special every year, but it's hard to get them green. I have a special on Showtime right now, but I want another one, and I want Netflix, a special on Netflix, and that's difficult to achieve. I'm trying to get a lot of stuff going. I want another show in addition to my game show Idiot Test. I'm trying to get multiple shows going. Contractually, I'm allowed to do that, but no one's knocking down the door.
Well, how would one get a Netflix special? How does one work that out?
It seems like now you have to be like an enormous sized star, like just really fat guys. No, you need to be like a really big, you need to be like major level, like they're not giving them anymore to like people they believe in. They're just giving them to like straight up, already have millions and millions of fans people.
It's funny, recently there was that turn, because before
Yeah.
you would go on Netflix, and we're talking before original programming.
Right.
You would go on Netflix and you would see some of the mid-card level guys have
Yeah.
their own special,
Call
and
it
that's
mid-card?
No,
Not
no,
even
no,
mid-card?
not at all. I'm not saying
not
him.
mid-card. How are you getting back at me for saying I was surprised you were married? Listen, I believe you're married. I'm just saying I'm happy for you. I was
Thank
never
you.
judging.
I
was
really
never
appreciate
judging.
that.
Surprised is all.
But you're right. Now it's like, Chappelle and all these huge
Seinfeld
names.
and
Yeah.
everybody huge. Jerry Seinfeld, he's a comedian.
He is.
He's a comic. He's like he's a good guy, funny guy. But it really is like, I think maybe you have to have really big goals to really make it and like to keep climbing. Like best example I can give you, I was talking to Neil Brennan one day, and he said to me he was talking with Eddie Murphy, and he asked Eddie Murphy, when did you finally feel like you made it? Was it when you got SNL? Was it after Beverly Hills Cop 1? Eddie Murphy looks at him and goes, Nutty Professor 2.
Huh.
That was the first time he felt like comfortable and felt like he really made
Wow.
it.
That's crazy.
Because Patrico over here was like, I'm going to have sex with a girl one day, and then there's no other thing.
Did you see what you started? You started this.
Listen, I apologize for it.
Oh, we're
me,
not,
if- also,
we're
if I
not
was-
on that anymore?
We're not still talking about that? How long you been married?
5 years.
You sure?
Positive. Last time I checked, yeah, positive.
All right. For me, I would have thought Eddie Murphy would have considered making it once he got caught with that tranny and it made news. If you get caught with a tranny and it makes news, that means you're pretty famous.
People seem to have forgotten about that.
I get caught with trannies all the time. No one cares.
So when you make
and
it,
it's like,
and they
hello,
go,
I'm like, it's a call for help. I'm
so when
screaming over here.
When I read that Ben Glebe gets caught with a tranny,
that's
which
when
is
you
not
know.
the proper way. I don't think we're saying that anymore. That's not the.
Is that not a term anymore?
That's not the term anymore.
What's the term now?
It's a transsexual.
It's busted with a tranny.
Not caught, it's how busted.
You
Okay.
getting it, but wait, hold on a second. But so tranny isn't that just short for transsexual?
It's like the slang, though. I think.
I think it's an affectionate nickname. That sounds
I don't
lovely.
think we're allowed to do that anymore.
Really, you can't say tranny.
I'm not sure.
Really? What if it's a transsexual who's also a grandmother?
You're a tranny.
Can you call them a tranny then?
Yeah, okay, so you're taking.
Then you can.
Then you
In that
can.
instance, you can.
That's all right.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna go to,
With all respect,
Judges say yes.
Okay, great.
Judges say
you're a
yes.
game show host. Gotta go to the judges.
You guys could have made that sound with your mouths too, but you like having buttons. You love to have buttons. That's what I love about you, Riz.
I got buttons in front of me.
You got buttons, and you're not afraid to use them.
For everything. I got
You
buttons
do?
for everything.
How about a button for this next statement I'm about to say? Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Eggs is delicious.
No button for
No,
that.
okay. You're not an egg guy. You're not an egg guy. But there was a button for that though, isn't it?
I actually think that we do, to be honest with you. You have an egg button.
Eggs are tasty.
There's something in there. I guarantee it.
You got nothing?
No, got nothing.
You hate eggs. Those are all
do
very
hate
sad
eggs,
sounds.
I hate chickens.
You hate chickens as well?
Sure do.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm creeped out by chickens. I don't think it's appropriate that you kill them, you cut off their flipping head, and then they run around like they're still alive.
All right. Well, let's talk about so we were just saying trannies
Grandmother.
You're a
And you're not afraid to use them.
for everything. I got
You
buttons
do?
for everything.
How about a button for this next statement I'm about to say? Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Eggs is delicious.
No button for
No,
that.
okay. You're not an egg guy. You're not an egg guy. But there was a button for that though, isn't there?
I actually think that we do, to be honest with you. You have an egg button.
Eggs are tasty.
There's something in there. I guarantee it.
You got nothing?
No, got nothing.
You hate eggs. Those are all
do
very
hate
sad
eggs,
sounds.
I hate chickens.
You hate chickens as well?
Sure do.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm creeped out by chickens. I don't think it's appropriate that you kill them, you cut off their flipping head, and then they run around like they're still alive.
All right. Well, let's talk about so we were just saying tranny's not something you can use.
Right.
Do you find yourself ever holding back as far as being on stage with anything, or just let it?
Not until you guys just corrected me on that, and now I feel as though I'm.
No,
gonna,
honestly. In this day and age?
Yeah, these days I am a little bit concerned about it. Like I was doing a show the other day. It was at this conference with like these really like progressive, very like forward thinking, which is nice, but also like a little touchy about stuff. And I was doing crowd work with this guy in the crowd, and I'm like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "I stay at home. I'm a stay-at-home father." I'm like, "Oh, cool, Mr. Mom." And the crowd, like, even from that, tightened up a little bit. I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I said a gender-specific reference. My career's over." I mean, it is a little tough these days because people are very sensitive, and it's annoying. But what I really mean is, I respect it.
No, but in reality, so you said your goals are you want to have a political show, you want to do a talk show eventually, you want to do all this. But what you say now could potentially affect what goes on in your future career.
Yeah. It's not
It's a chess
ideal.
match.
It's a chess match for sure, and you have to basically just go with your gut and not question it much, because if you thought about it, you wouldn't be able to say anything. So I think people just have to realize that comics are going to say things trying to make any situation funny, and hopefully that's still going to be an excuse we can use. It's not an excuse for certain sexual behaviors as we've seen in the news recently. So you still got to behave like a normal, law-abiding citizen in those situations. But I feel like with things you say, we should still be allowed some leeway, and hopefully we are.
Because remember, the comedy clubs used to be a safe zone.
Yeah, it used to be a safe zone, but that started to get ruined even when, like, obviously Michael Richards ruined that for us a lot.
That was just dumb.
That was very dumb. So that was not cool of him. But yeah, there used to be a safe zone, and then there was obviously Tosh got in some trouble, and a lot of people. It's tougher, but if you're not a mean person and you don't have a malintent, I feel like you can still say most things. People can tell your intent. You can tell if the joke is meant to be just offensive, or if you're just saying something to get a laugh and doesn't come from a mean place, I think people have a sense of what your vibe is. Like, I've never gotten in trouble for anything I've said ever. I'm pretty open and free on stage, and even on Twitter, I'm pretty open.
All right, so when you do so Idiot Test is still doing, you're still doing,
we're on 5 nights a week now on GSN.
And you're still filming new shows?
Right now, we're not. We just finished season 4, hoping for a season 5 pickup. We've done 210 episodes.
That's amazing. Wow.
It's really fun. So I'm hoping in the next couple months when we do get, because again, that mortgage I was talking about. So, you know, a little tense, little tense, but but it's still airing every night. So everybody gets to enjoy it, really, except for me. So that's nice.
Right.
I need more episodes to be able to. It is really nice, but my show is really cool because it shoots. We block shoot it, so we'll shoot 5 episodes a day. So I shoot a 65 episode season in 3.5 weeks. And so most of my year is free, even when we are keep getting picked up. But when we're not,
Each season is 65 episodes?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And how long does it take you to shoot one episode?
About 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
Oh, so it's not too far off as far as actual runtime.
Yeah, runtime's 21. We take 45, and that includes commercial breaks and stuff. So it's pretty tight. I try to stay focused and keep it good because, how much riffing can you do all day?
Sure.
You guys know it. A lot, apparently. But, it's cool. And I met my girlfriend on set this last year. She was in the audience of my show. And I saw her in the audience, and I thought she was just so beautiful and unique looking, and I had to talk to her. So I didn't leave the stage during commercial break one time. And I started talking to her, and I got her info, and we start messaging. And she says to me on message, she goes, we've met before. And I go, where? She goes, 2 years ago in the audience of your game show.
Wow.
The exact same thing happened. I saw her in the crowd. Couldn't take my eyes off her when the show ended. I gave everybody in the crowd a podcast called Last Week on Earth on this modcast. Y'all should listen to it. And I handed her one with my number written on the back of it. And
wow, what a G move that was.
It was pretty G, except she did not call. And 2 years went by, so... But then I'm persistent.
Are there Idiot Test groupies?
There are some Idiot Test groupies, yeah. Like those girls that are both real slutty but also love a good brain puzzle.
Yes.
It's a real fun.
We're talking,
it's a unique breed.
At the beginning of the show, we were talking about coming on here, game show host. Jeff over here, that's his dream, is to be a game show host.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
And we're talking about, think about who's got the easiest hosting job as far as any game show goes. Who is it? Who's got the easiest job of any game show host out there?
You're going to say Steve Harvey?
No.
Oh.
The answer's so obvious.
Oh, Vanna White.
Ooh.
But she's not a host.
Oh, but we'll give it. I'd say we give that to him because he basically said the show.
Even Pat Sajak.
Pat Sajak.
Yeah, Pat Sajak's pretty darn easy.
That's the easiest job. The guy facilitates a spin. That's all he does.
That's all they spin, and you need to have just basically a rudimentary understanding of spelling, and it's on his card. He's holding cards. Why you gotta hold cards?
I know.
One word or phrase, and they play it out for about 5-7 minutes. Memorize the phrase and learn the spelling. But
he can be in a coma and do that job.
Yeah, I don't have any cards in Idiot Test. I'm explaining complex brain puzzles that I helped create.
In fact, Pat Sajak, I believe, has been in a coma for 10 years.
You think that's
you
true?
Don't even know
and getting paid.
And getting paid
while
for
in that coma.
And sometimes you can just tell he's bored out of his mind because he just gets a little loopy sometimes.
Yeah.
A little angry at people for no reason.
Oh yeah, but like this, the spin, and then they go ahead, guess the letter, and he goes, L, and he goes, nope.
Yep.
Okay, you're pretty short there, Pat.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all. And also, it's got to suck for Vanna White, too, because she hasn't even turned a letter in about 20 years.
97. We talked about that yesterday.
Is that what it is?
1997.
Now the letters just light up and she touches them.
That's it.
She doesn't even need to touch them, obviously. If they can light up, they can obviously turn into a letter.
Yeah.
But God bless her.
Yeah,
she's job's a job. A job's a job.
She has her own line of yarn, we found out today, too.
That's not true.
That is true.
Her own line of yarn.
I would never
got
lie.
it.
Vanna, you would never lie?
Not
Never.
about game show co-hosts.
No.
Not about game show
Oh,
co-hosts.
that's a good line to draw. Vanna White yarn.
Yeah.
I mean,
yarn.
you know you're on a boring show when you decide to really shake it up by coming up with a yarn line. How can I make my life more exciting? Yarn the way to go?
Think about it, though. Grandmas watch Wheel of Fortune the most. I mean, she's going after the right market.
Are they grannies or tranny grannies?
Hey, maybe she touched a Y.
Transsexual grannies.
Transsexual grannies.
Ben Glebe is here. He is at the Funny Bone Comedy Club.
Yeah.
A couple of shows tonight, a couple of shows tomorrow. You here on Sunday, too?
Oh, yeah.
Look at you.
Listen, I'm never leaving St. Louis.
Great.
Except I am, because I have to create urgency for these tickets.
The cost of living is fantastic.
It really is pretty
as
good.
We found out.
Yeah, but you gotta. Yeah, I guess that sounds nice. I'll do it.
All right. Fine.
He's moving it.
If the rest of my shows sell out, I will move to St. Louis.
You want to get an apartment together?
I would like that, Riz. I would like that so much.
You guys just doubled your wardrobe.
I'm a great roommate.
You seem like you'd be a good
I'm
roommate.
a great roommate.
Yeah, I believe
keep
that about
myself
you. You do?
Very clean.
Well, no, then I'm out. Because I don't like someone's going to keep it like a pretense of clean.
I will nag.
I like to throw stuff around and leave it on the ground. That's my move.
I'll follow around with a vacuum.
Well, if you're going to follow me around, as long as you don't mind me dropping stuff and it makes you feel like you have purpose.
It does.
To clean up after me.
You guys are the perfect couple.
We're a married couple.
You guys are the perfect couple.
I love that.
We got to take a quick break. We'll come back with celebrity news. Don't go anywhere. All right, comedian Ben Glebe is here. You know him as the host of Idiot Test and the Game Show Network. He'll be at Funny Bone Comedy Club this weekend.
That's true.
Go see him. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, I'm really nice, and so you come see me, and you'll laugh, and then also afterwards I'm nice. I do a free meet and greet after every show.
How about that?
I'll hug you, if you're a woman.
Okay.
If it's a man, I prefer just like a bro handshake, maybe like a pat on the back. We'll take a photo together, and then we'll just probably go out drinking.
That's nice.
It's really nice.
You know, normally comedians, they do the meet but not the greet. But this guy is
meet and greet.
I do both. A lot of people like to do the meet and they won't greet, and it's rude to do that.
Which is rude.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree.
You got to do both. Do none or do both.
Mm-hmm.
And also, much like the roast beef place, I am shaved and extra thin as well.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. So
right,
it's a real bonus.
I knew we would have something in common.
Let's find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
It's brought to you by Lena's Pizza, St. Louis's only frozen pizza made with 100% real Provel cheese. You are a stand-up comic. Your thoughts on everything that's going on with Louis C.K.?
Listen, it's not ideal. It's not ideal for him. It's not ideal for those ladies. It's a tough situation. Everybody in comedy pretty much knew about the Louis allegations. We didn't know if it was true for sure. We thought they were rumors, or as they're referred to these days, Roy Moores. And and then it was confirmed by Louis himself. So not a cool thing to do. I feel like if you are going to masturbate, make sure the person's into it first.
Yeah, right.
Like
That's always that's like rule 3.
It's a solid. Yeah, it's like a Fight Club rule. It's like, you know what I mean. If you're gonna masturbate, make sure they're into it, and then also don't surprise people with that. It's not a great surprise.
Nope.
It's not like a surprise party
or giving somebody flowers. Surprise.
No, hey, I'm taking you to dinner tonight. No, it's like, and also, look, people have, no one's lived a perfect life, but this is an extreme version of that.
A woman wants to just see that.
Right.
Like just out of nowhere.
Right.
It's like, I mean, we're gross as it is, and just doing that, it's just so
gross.
Gross.
Really a good way of.
We're animals.
We are animals. So. Yeah, the struggle of being a man is just to restrain your animal nature. During commercial break, and there's another one on right now, there was a hamburger commercial on TV, and all 4 of you were like, oh boy, that hamburger. I want that hamburger. We're animals. We I guarantee you women don't see food commercials like that, and they're like, oh yeah, they're like chomping at the bit like a cartoon seeing a lamb chop in the distance. But you got to control it, and Louis in his statement, he was like, I justified it at the time by saying that I always asked before I did it. Yeah. But he did not address the fact that, from what I understand from the stories that I've heard, he asked but did not wait for an answer.
Right.
It's not a question if you're not waiting for the answer.
I equate it to, you go to the St. Louis Zoo and you go to the monkey section and you look in the inside,
Oh my God, you're masturbating at the zoo?
No, but you see the
you shouldn't masturbate at the zoo. Is that the point of your story?
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
You
My
shouldn't do
apologies.
that.
No, come on.
That's right. I had nothing. I wasn't going anywhere with that.
The sign says don't feed the animals.
Yes. Okay. The next.
You understand?
Yo, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Good.
So I'm supposed to keep going after that.
Just keep going.
We are in a bad place in America right now, whether it's politically, whether it's sexual abuse allegations coming out everywhere. So what do we need more of?
What?
And
James
I'm gonna
Franco.
call it after that. That should be
Right?
I think so.
That's 100% wrong. But go ahead.
You know what? He's got that new movie, The Disaster Artist, coming out.
Yeah.
Which have you seen the previews for that?
No, but I love The Room. I love Tommy Wiseau, so I'm excited about it.
This movie, I saw the extended trailer the other day. It
Yeah.
looks. If you know the story of The Room, the movie, and the background behind it,
Mm-hmm.
this is an homage to that.
I can't wait to see that because it is. Have you ever seen the Room? It's the worst movie ever made
really
for
is.
real. It's amazingly bad. You're breaking my heart, Lisa. I mean, it's the worst acted.
I did not hit her. Oh, hi, Mark.
Spoiler alert! Come on, man. Not everybody's seen it. Come on.
No, I do like James Franco. Actually, he's a modern day Renaissance man. He's got weird teeth. He could fix the teeth. He's very rich. He could fix. He's got
now I'm never gonna be able to look at him.
He's got kind of a yellow teeth, and also it's like they're misshapen. But he seems like a nice man, other than the teeth. He could work on the teeth.
Now I'm never gonna see
I know.
James Franco.
I'm like James Franco. I love that guy. Weird teeth. Weird teeth.
Also,
look up
like
James Franco teeth.
and his please look it up. And also, I feel like though he's really doing well for himself. Consider with the fake arm, you can't even tell. You can't tell that's a fake arm.
Oh yes.
He doesn't have weird teeth.
He does.
He's a bit gummy.
No. He's got weird yellow teeth. Click on one. Come on, look at those chompers. Take a look. Are you looking?
Gummy.
They look like nice teeth.
Let me see.
Look at those teeth.
They look okay there, but they're usually pretty yellow.
Probably Photoshop.
You're talking about a picture like this.
There you go. There you go. Look at those teeth.
Those
Look
are
like
gross teeth.
look like a diseased dolphin.
He doesn't even look like himself in that picture.
There you go.
That's Chris Rock.
Yeah, I can see where he's coming from here.
All right.
Are you guys familiar with the character from Marvel Comics, the Multiple Man?
No, nobody is.
This is
but
the
they're
reason.
probably going to try to milk it for money, aren't they? Let's hear about it.
Move on to Tyrese Gibson. No, he apparently James Franco is going. Well, he wants to. He's in talks to play that Marvel character, Multiple Man, in a movie that would be set in the X-Men universe, and it's a guy that can basically just clone himself and make himself. Well, more than 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that sort of thing. And right
that's
now,
what Louis C.K. was trying to do.
Man,
oh boy,
clone himself. Yes.
Yeah, that's the way you do it. That's the only way we know how to do that so far.
one of the reasons why this came up is he's currently working with one of the producers from X-Men on not the Hardy Boys, the Hardy Men. Him and his brother are going to be playing the Hardy Boys as grown-ups. That's so James Franco. Is it not?
Him and Dave Franco.
That's it. Dave Franco. You got it.
Your favorite. Yeah, that's your favorite.
Of all the Francos, Dave Franco is my favorite.
Has Dave Franco ever not smiled? He's constantly smiling.
You know, there's a third Franco, Carl Franco.
Is that true? And there's also General Carlissimo Francisco Franco.
Hey.
And he's still dead. I don't know if people know that.
That's a history.
Old Chevy
history
Chase
joke.
reference.
Man, when you start making a ton of money, then you get married, then you get divorced, the female will take everything.
Is that how it works?
Case in point.
Oh, I thought that was just like a really weird tangent. You said one
that's
statement
it.
and then you're done.
That's it. Keegan, this Keegan Michael Key from Key and Peele, obviously, he's officially a single man again. It will cost him so much money. He's going to have to pay $34 grand a month.
What? Who was his wife?
Somebody really, really rich. Cynthia Blase or Blaze, depending on where she's from.
Well, she got to maintain the lifestyle.
34 grand a month, and he'll have to kick in 21% of his gross income on anything he earns above $2 million.
Oh my God!
A year.
For life?
Well, but she caps out at 700 grand a year.
I feel like if you divorce somebody who's got a lot of money, I don't think you should have to go back to being poor if you were poor before, but I don't think you should get to maintain the lifestyle. I think it should be in the middle.
Yeah.
I think that should be waiting to your decision. Either you stay in this unhappy marriage and stay at the same amount of money, or you dip down a couple economic levels. You're not broke, but you're going to have to realize, like, yeah, I'm a little less broke, but I don't have to live with that jerk anymore.
Or you cap it at a certain time. Like this is it. You have until 6, 7, 8 months, a year. Get your crap together.
Yeah, go get a job. And I got you for 12 months or something.
You wanted just to give her 6 months, huh? That seems a little
6 months.
short. I'm supportive of the plan, but I feel like a couple of years might be nicer.
And he also, by the way, had to cut.
It's up for negotiation.
He also had to cut a check for $655,000 just to even out all the assets. So the guy obviously learned his lesson: never get married again.
Yeah, of course.
Nope, he's already engaged.
Where's he getting this money? Where's he getting this money from? Key and Peele gotten that much money? That
I mean, he does like a lot of like, he's never obviously like the star of the movie, but he's in a lot of like where he's like the third guy in the movie.
I get, you know,
like that James Franco movie, Why Him? He's in that.
Have you seen their movie Keanu?
No, I hear it's great.
It's great.
And my friend Tiffany
fantastic.
Haddish is in it.
It's really good.
Is it good? And here's an example, by the way, of like in Hollywood when you never know where, like, you can't ever have an ego, because I was asked to do a table read just for some script for a friend's sister's movie she wrote, right? And I thought, I'm doing them a favor. I'm not getting paid. I'm doing this early morning table read. And I'm not the most punctual person. I was a bit late, but I'm pulling up being like, I'm doing them a big favor. I'm a pretty successful comedian. I'm showing up there like I'm 10 minutes late. I'm sorry. I get there, and everybody's around the table on time. Jordan Peele sitting right next to me on time, and I'm like, I'm dumb. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Not that I thought I was anything particularly special, but I was just like, I'm doing them a favor. So you're a favor if I'm 10 minutes late, it's no big deal. And then I was like, I need to be professional.
Right.
And then I still got like a plate of fruit and a coffee before I sat down. It was delicious, but
where's some craft services?
hold on just 1 second, Jordan Peele. Why don't you get out, okay, bro? I just need a sec.
Have you seen that Get Out movie?
Oh, it's so good. Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, I feel like I've seen it already. I'm thinking somebody walks in a room and they just go, get out!
That's
and it's
not
just a
it.
series of vignettes.
That's not how it goes.
You're like walking into a room going, get out!
No. That's not at all how
Part
it
2.
goes. Yeah, that is what the sequel's about. It's mostly people just telling them to get out of rooms. It's pretty good. Allison Williams did that, and she's very attractive. So that's nice.
She's awesome.
Part 2 is when the road trip. Somebody gets in the car and they go, get out!
That's not it either.
No.
You're still pretty far off.
No.
I want to get to these Christmas songs that are horrible because it's
wrap
going to upset you. Do number 5 first.
Worst Christmas songs
Worst
of all
Christmas song ever. I didn't even know that John Denver did this Christmas song. Listen to this.
Please, Daddy, don't get drunk this Christmas.
All right.
I don't want to see my mama cry.
Oh my
You
God.
think he could have asked that privately instead of writing a song about it?
Yeah, he's like, you really put me out there during the holidays too.
And it just proves that if a song is catchy, you don't care what it says. Because I guarantee people are walking around going like, please, Daddy.
Around the holidays, you should open up every show by playing this. That's your intro song.
Let's do that.
All right, you number 4.
I've never even heard of that song.
Number 4.
These are the worst Christmas songs of all time.
Come and trim my Christmas tree
I'm in.
with some decorations.
Oh, this is Eartha Kitt.
Yeah, Santa Baby.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this Santa Baby?
Yeah.
I really do
Yeah, I'm not into this.
believe
I am. I find her voice very attractive.
Let's see if you believe.
Was she like a sex symbol back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
She sounds like it.
Catwoman, man.
Yeah, she was Catwoman.
That's right. Yeah.
She's a woman and a cat at the same time. How's that not a sex symbol?
I want to get to number 1, so let's fly through this. Number 3.
Oh, this is terrible.
This one. Get out of here.
I'm not a Bruce Springsteen fan as it is, but this makes me hate him even more.
It is one of the most played Christmas songs ever on the radio every year, but everybody hates it apparently.
Yeah, I don't care about Bruce Springsteen. I feel like he sounds like every guy that's playing at like a late night Irish bar. He just does, his voice isn't even that good. He just has a gravelly voice.
All right, number 2.
Here's number 2.
All I want for Christmas is my toothbrush.
Can't stand it.
My toothbrush.
Yeah, this is horrendous.
See my
That is an edit. Just
Get him, let it stop it.
in case
Get him,
anybody.
cuff him.
I didn't expect that coming.
You just tased a child.
Does tasing somebody help teeth grow? Does it help a tooth come out?
Electroshocking.
Yeah.
Whoop, right down.
That makes a lot of
Stimulates the
sense.
nerves.
Well, that's
and the
nice
roots
then.
and all
That's a
that.
nice
All right,
thing.
and I know what number 1 is.
I know.
I highly disagree with what this is.
I know what it is, and I agree.
I'm going to have to say that this is my favorite Christmas song of all time.
No.
And we've had this discussion on the show before. This is why I wanted to make sure
Let
we
me
got
be
to
the
this.
judge.
Not only is it my favorite Christmas song, but people have been asking when we're going to start playing it.
Hopefully never. This will be the last time we play it all
this
year.
is the first time, and probably this is going to be daily.
Hey, jingity jing. It's Dominic the donkey. Jingity jing.
The Italian Christmas donkey.
La la la.
You gotta be kidding me with this.
La la la. La 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 la.
I think Ben's about to cry.
Just
He
actually
looks-
quit entertainment.
That's the exact song I hear in my nightmares. The Christmas donkey? No.
There is a part in that song, and I don't know if you heard it, but it goes, hee-giddy-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. The Italian Christmas Donkey.
Well, that I respect a little
No,
bit. 'cause
no,
that
you
is-
don't. Don't respect any of that
That's
song.
a little bit of what an Italian donkey would sound like, I feel like.
Give me the birthdays.
And wait, I got to tell you, the TV show that's coming to CBS that is an iconic movie, I am sorry to just throw this out there and not discuss it more. Stripes is going to be made a freaking TV show.
What? As a TV show? Is Bill Murray going to be in it?
No, there's more of a chance of John Candy being in it than Bill Murray.
Harold Ramis is
I don't think
definitely
he's
not
going to make it. Either is he. They're both, I think, out.
They're both dead, guys.
Yeah.
I got terrible news
When
for
did
you.
that? When did that happen?
They're not going to be in it.
I
guys.
have that in my
They
next
have died.
story.
Is that your next story? Breaking news.
John Candy passes away. Birthdays this weekend. Rachel McAdams, 39.
Thank God.
Daisy Fuentes is 51. Lorne Michaels is 73. Megan Kelly, 47. Owen Wilson is 49.
Wow.
Kevin Nealon is 64. Meg Ryan, 56. And today's Burton birthday of the day. Tiny little man, big talent, super smoking hot wife. Danny DeVito, 73 years young.
Oh, did he get remarried?
No.
Oh.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by
Ben
Patricia.
is
Ben
related
say
to Rhea
that?
Perlman. How awkward.
My apologies to your aunt.
Rhea Perlman is my granny.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you said a G and not a T
I
there.
said granny. I would never say that. I strike everything else from the record.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's Where Fun and Fantasy Meet, is Kiana Dore. And today's birthday girl has done so much work that even Mattress Direct couldn't keep her a fresh selection of beds. And she's proven that in 244 fine films, including All About That Asian Ass, Big Boob Dinner, Date My Slut Mom, Dirty Double Airbags, Hot Bods and Tailpipe, and who can forget her unforgettable role in May the Breast Man Win.
I'm only familiar with Big Boob Dinner, but it's really riveting.
It is good.
It's
is
really,
good.
really
Great
good.
series.
I liked it a lot.
Kiana
They're
Dore.
making that into a TV series, too.
Yes.
It's going to be on Fox.
Kiana Dore is 48 years old. That's your porno birthday, your crappy birthday, and that is your crap on celebrities.
All right, I want to thank Ben Glebe for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
See him at Funny Bone this weekend. What else are we plugging?
You can check out my Showtime special, Neurotic Gangster, on Showtime On Demand. My podcast, Last Week on Earth, on Kevin Smith's Modcast Network. Idiot Test every weeknight on Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock and 10:30 on GSN, or maybe 9s here in Central Time. And then Funny Bone all weekends. Come out. Get tickets at glebe.com. You can get them. And you have them.
All right, there
That's
he
the
is.
way you get them.
Ben Glebe, that guy right there. All right, we'll take our final break in the morning. We'll come back with the real or fake results. All right, let's do this. AskCam activated?
AskCam is officially activated.
All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to shoot Moon 3 times, and then we'll announce the New Year's stuff. Okay. Whatever.
No, he's not a big fan of New Year's stuff. That's what he's talking about.
Hold on, let me get this set.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
It tested fine upstairs, sir, just so you know.
All right. Let me put on mic 5 here. We good? Moon, you ready? Somebody pat him down.
Can I?
Somebody do the prerequisite pat down.
Turn around.
Make sure there's no extra padding.
There's no pow. Stop it. There's no padding.
All right, so 3 shots, Moon.
Hey, Jeff, before you shoot, can you give me some lights, please?
Remember, this is so much. We're Facebook Living this, by the way.
And this is what you get. This is what you get for coming in last place.
Hey, by the way, I'm
This is what
I'm
you get.
second place still.
Not in the overall standings.
This is what you get.
Shut up.
All right, count it down.
This makes it sound like
Bend
what's
over a
his-
little more.
Stop it,
You have to
Riz.
bend over a little more. That is true.
Count it down.
3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness!
Sorry, I'm sorry.
That is the sweet part of the meat right there. Oh my gosh. 3, 2, 1.
That was
On the other
tailbone.
side.
That looked tailbone.
3, 2, 1. Oh, that was okay. It hit a seam. Oh, oh.
Hey,
Put
you
the gun
did it.
down. Put the gun down. Put the gun down. Hang on a second.
He's walking like he's had to take a poo.
Hang on. While we got Facebook Live up, just so people see how serious
Oh,
this
we're gonna
is.
get filthy. We're getting
I'm just-
Are you pulling your pants down?
Just showing you how serious this is. Where is it?
Oh my God! There's one. There's the other.
Where is this one right here?
The third one.
I told you this.
There's one right there.
The third one, he hit the seam, right? So you got lucky that third shot.
Yeah. Oh, so did you? Remember the last time you got
Oh,
hit in
yeah.
the back?
Oh yeah.
Woo! That is like. That's not fun.
Oh, well,
Don't try this
throw
at
another
home.
hash mark on there.
Here's one of them right here.
Can you imagine when we get to 5 or 6? What was the most we had last time? Maybe 4? 4 losses?
It was you.
Well, you.
No, it was you because you stopped making picks during the holidays.
Oh, that's
You
right.
forgot to make your picks. So
But
you
what,
had to-
no, I had to get shot bear tush.
Yeah, because it would have been like 6 shots in a row.
It would have been 7.
Yeah, I had 3 bear tush last time. But man, that's wicked. And when we get into 4 or 5, somebody's gonna start sweating, pass out, go to shot.
And by the way, Donnie's had none.
Yeah.
Donnie Fandango has had no shots. So throw another hash mark on there. And good to go. All right.
The Green Bay Packers, they lost to the Detroit Lions in Monday night's football game.
Okay, so that means, by the way, here's how it kind of broke out. All right, with Patrico and I. So Patrico was one up on me. Okay, I had the Lions going into Monday Night Football. He had the Packers. Okay, if the Lions won, we would be tied for last place, and then it would go on points. So the Lions did win last night. Now it's all about points.
Yeah, so basically what happened here is that the Lions, they ruled this game. I mean, it was all Lions the whole game.
And you had how many points?
32.
32, and I had 52.
Yep.
Which was pretty high.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the game, with 14 seconds to go, the Lions were up 30-10, which meant 40 points, which means I was winning.
Which
8-point difference for me, 12 for you.
Right.
So I was winning. There was a pass that went incomplete, but pass interference was called with 1 second remaining, and the ball was marked at the 1 yard line. And then a 1 yard touchdown run by the Detroit Lions meant the game ended in a 30-17 final, which means 47 total points, and I get shot, which is ridiculous. Garbage touchdown.
They're calling this the Monday Night Miracle.
At the Riz house.
So let's do it.
They're calling this the Monday Night Miracle.
Oh man! Imagine the people that had like an over/under or something like that screwed.
There was 0.00 on the clock when they scored the touchdown.
It's the
Okay, so hope you all enjoyed that. Just some little entertainment for myself since didn't have anybody to talk to. I'm guessing everybody's still wrapped up on Kingdom Hearts. So I do appreciate the people that jumped in and jumped out, at least coming in and checking out what I'm trying to do. So we got Machinist. I don't know, I keep saying Mechanist. I guess if it's a Fallout thing. To 40, close to 41. We're about 50,000 away from 41, so not too bad. So I'm probably going to play this tomorrow as well. I'm going to try to hit next week with a kind of a new schedule and plan things I'm going to do, stuff like that. But right now, I'm probably just going to play the week out and the weekend of all Final Fantasy. I got a lot of stuff I want to do on here, and I actually finally got the message saying I need to pay for my subscription fee. So I'm finally paying for a subscription soon. And I feel like I've got quite a bit done even before I paid for it. So, cool. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I'm not going to go over all this stuff because I'm really not talking to anybody other than myself. And every single video I've done, except with the exception of yesterday, I've went over this stuff. You can follow me on social media if you want to contribute to the stream. You can hit me up on Patreon or streamlabs.com/BluePhoenixGames. I do live stream on Twitch and YouTube, so check that out. Next week, I'm planning on switching back to the 6 p.m. It's really starting at 7 p.m. That extra hour later is really messing with my sleep schedule, and I need to get more sleep. So I'd like to end an hour earlier so I can go to bed an hour earlier and start getting consistently 7 to 8 hours of sleep instead of usually what winds up being about 5 to 6.5 hours of sleep. So again, thanks everybody for jumping in, jumping out. If you're watching this in replay, please give me a follow on Twitch. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you all tomorrow for more Final Fantasy XIV. Have a nice night.